Right. This has been the best way to get the most ruins in the game since... Wait, I'm trying to... Since most of the Dark Souls 1. I don't know if you could do it in Demon Souls. So it's been a good 10 years or so, you know? Duping. Not about jumping off of cliffs, waving your sword about stupidness and all that. Look, you know? There's two characters here. Right? This is my nearly platinumed on my other PS5. This character here that I'm summoning is myself on my other controls. I got invaded just a minute ago on a low level character, and I've run out of things. You know what I mean? Mate was just bleeding me. Yeah, I didn't have much with a guy just bleeding me on a 125 because I had everything on there. You know what I mean? And yeah, didn't have a chance. And I've run out. I literally run out of all the... Here we go, it's on this character, yeah. So I didn't even pop any of these, you know what I mean? But I've had to, what I've had to do is, because I've got quite a few characters, so this will go to 150, I've got 125, a couple at 50, I've got one at a really low level that's more or less at the mountain tops. I'm having trouble beating one of the bosses because I'm only level 23 with a +1 weapon. So we're going to drop these souls here. Well, I'm only going to show once because it's for our guy here. Now, this guy was my first character on my first playthrough. So there's about 400 hours, but nearly 400 hours on that character alone, and I've just moved him over into New Game +4. You know, despite not getting all the talismans, but you didn't need to do all that for the platinum. So we're gonna have to do it like this. So I tried to, so I've had to run through because we're in the beginning of the game, and wait there, ghost. Wait, that's me. Hold on a minute. Have I just messed this up? Because sometimes this is a bit tricky here. Sometimes it doesn't work here. If I go to the Church of Ella, I mean, it doesn't work in some places. Wait there, let me... Because it wasn't working on the other character. So let me try. Because I'm trying to... So this is on my old PC monitor, but it's logged into my other PS5. I mean, you don't need another PS5. You can have a PS4 as long as you've got to we already had that on. Sometimes you've got to do it again. This has always been a bit of an iffy area. Oh, I can see him now. I can summon. Right, that's it. I can see myself. I can see myself. So, with the other character, with my character, because it's on a different account, PSN account. So, I mean, this is level 141, this character, so we won't go no higher than 150. What loads at different levels, and the hours I've got in it's mostly about between the two consoles, about 700, easy. So this guy is in desperate for souls. We don't want to be jumping off cliffs and waving our sword willy-nilly for stupidness. You know what I mean? And we're not going to max level in New Game +4. Max level for me is New Game +7. They hit like a tank in New Game +4 now because of my level. I can only do this the once because I'm recording on this. don't know how much it is to level up this other character. I'll soon find out, so I'll have a look. But I can keep on summoning these characters. I won't go no harder, and I don't need these. Right, so that guy there is me. Right there. So yeah, that's me there. So, and I'll see what level we are with this. Wait there. Inventory. This is confusing. Doing each character like this. Did I drop the Lord Souls? Because sometimes they just. Yeah. I doubt I'll need this on this other character because let me just see on my other character. So it's 2.6 million to level up. Level 461. Yeah. Okay, but I don't think I picked up the Lord Souls. If I get nearer to, because this is what I'm recording on. This one here. He didn't pick up the Lord Souls. But it doesn't matter because this is by far, as I keep on saying, the quickest way to level up in the game. So I just got to check. So I'm dropping. Right, wait there. Inventory. Because I keep on looking in. It's difficult when you're controlling two different characters. I was trying to beat the boss yesterday with two different characters. One that was high level. The other one here, my Deep Groover M. That's me. And I was trying to summon him and fight. The guy that I treated just before the Elden boss. I forget his name now. Anyway, and I was getting so I couldn't control two characters, and my health part went down, and it was no good. I asked my friends to come in and just help me because like the only way I could do it would be with a boat. I can do it, but it's only about fucking 3 hours. You know, it's just to get that third slot, and then I can glitch Margot. You know. So then I'd have 4 slots, and at that level I can have a bit of an invasion range around here with with that horrible weapon that's got such a bad name. But I can tell you what, there's some swords in this game, and I've got them all, do you know what I mean? The scavenger swords. If you put bleed on those, 2 of them, like Sepulchre, and you know, you go all out in arcane and whatnot, you were doing an insane amount of damage with those swords. And you know, I've got all the talismans to go. I don't think I've got 100% in this game. I more or less have, because the amount of hours I've put into this game and dropping items. Now this character here is following our I'm actually doing Fighting Cowboys 100% guide, as my other man there, who is me as well, has already platinumed the game, which he platinumed the game about about 5 weeks ago, you know, and he's got the most hours in, and I haven't played on my other console for a very, very long time. I've been playing on this one, you know, so far this is 141. I've got, if I'm following Fighting Cowboy's guide, that's why I kept on running out of these here stone arcs. You know what I mean? Even though it was no invading, but I mean trying to get 100%, and you know, yes, I did drop myself a load of stuff, but not a load of stuff. You can't drop all these, and you can't drop pots. You can't drop none of these. You can't drop these. You can't even drop. You can drop these. You can't drop these. You can drop all these, and you can't drop these. You can't drop none of these. You can drop everything in here. You can't drop none of this stuff in here. You can't drop none of this stuff in here. You can't drop none of this. You can drop all these ashes of war. And as weapons goes, did we get the scavenger sword? Because I was looking at that, and it was doing a lot of this character here with me using the blood. This needs a respec because of the guide that I was following was things have changed, you know what I mean, since the patch. The patch is like 1.3, and the weapons are not, you know, I'm not doing the damage. You know what I mean? So I need to respec into arcane. Look, have we got the scavenger swords? Yeah, we have got them. Yeah, here. Right. So I plus these babies up. I can use these instead of using, you know, everyone gripes about the I'm actually not using Rivers of Blood on this. I've been using. That's why I got whooped by this guy that just beat me when I was duping just a minute ago. We'll drop him. Because he was using the Mogwai Rivers of Blood, and he was just like pinging me, you know. And he must have been. This is one, not quite one. What level is it? It's 141. I'll eventually take off the thingy, that. We'll take that off because you don't need it. And we'll do a bleed setup. I'll use the scavenger swords. I won't use the Rivers of Blood because I think you do more damage. But anyway, yeah, I think I need to respec on this one because it's still a good weapon, but no. Since following a guide that was made sort of like beginning of March and finishing like at the end of March, we're in the beginning of May, and when was the last patch? Like I don't know, a week and a half ago, maybe, something like that. But anyway, the whole point about this video is everyone knows about duping, and if you want to go through the game naturally, by all means, because you don't need to really drop if you're going through the game naturally to hit whatever level you want to play at. But if you want to hit 713, or I think it's about 716 max level, you're gonna have to drop souls, and I strongly advise you to stay at a certain level on when you get to the new game pluses. Like this is that guy there. He's in New Game Plus 4 right now. So this is got to go all. You don't have to go for all through the game. You can just quickly run through the game and just go like that. Do you know what I mean? But you take a lot of damage. The higher level you get, believe me, when you get to max level and you go to New Game Plus 7, you almost really take more damage than if you kept your character around about level 200 or maybe level 300. That is a fact, because the scaling is exactly the same as Dark Souls 3, and I know it's like it doesn't matter how much level you are, you take an absolute bumping. But saying that though, I've got some weapons in here that are so good for PvE that you could just mash everything. You know what I mean? So I don't think that guy. I don't think he picked up the hero souls. I've got to keep on looking at a different screen. inventory, because I can't if I stop this recording and download this save, because I've been meaning to do it on this character for a long time. He got one Lord Soul. It doesn't matter, because he's going to need a stack of them, and if when you use them all up, I bet I'll get about, oh god, it's because I'm not looking at myself. I bet if I use them all up, I'll most probably get about 40 levels. I'll most probably hit about the 500 mark, and that maybe a bit more. That'd be 99 in drops and 99 inventory, which I've actually just dropped on this character here, which didn't have any souls, because I had it on a 125 character. I had it on that save there. So my other PS5 there, which is there, I had all the souls. I dropped to myself. It was dropping and vice versa, because I won't go no higher. That my first playthrough, that I always make a max level character, but I'm not going to make him max level character in New Game Plus 4. No, I'm just going to give him a bit of a boost, drop him the souls, and when I get through, I'll eventually drop the rest when it gets onto like New Game Plus 6, because the weapons, if you don't know, you take a ton of damage. You know what I mean? Believe me. And I also always like to do how many New Game Pluses it is to get to max level without duping naturally. In Dark Souls 3, it was about 83 New Game Pluses. The game don't get no harder than New Game Plus 7. New Game Plus 4, they hit like a truck. Believe me. Most probably because of my level as well. You know, the ordinary enemies down there as I was coming in, and obviously we haven't got a ruin on or anything. It's not even going to do nothing. The ruins, when you hit this level, nothing will, you know. Yeah, those stupid enemies that are down there taking half my health bar. This is New Game Plus 4, so if I was maybe 300, then yeah, that is the scaling. It's like that if you get a max level character at the beginning of the game. I don't think you would, maybe in New Game Plus you would see the damage, but not in New Game, you know. So yeah, but anyway, instead of you jumping off and going to these stupid places and slashing your sword for views, I mean, come on, that's not how you do it. And getting a couple of million, and they put on the screen so many million souls, you might get like 300,000. The quickest way is duping it, and you can do it by yourself. I mean, come on, it's 2022. If you haven't got 2 consoles, that's all you need, and 2 monitors or whatever. I've got actually 4. One's under my actually thing because it's a shit one. I've got 2 which is set up for my PC, which I most probably could run Elden Ring, but on its lowest settings. So I checked the specs the other day and it hits all the mark on the lowest settings, but could it be janky? Most probably, you know. I don't know. I'm not going to buy. I might buy it and test it because you've got a 2-hour window with Steam. But this is on my. I've got my PS5. I cannot plug 2 PS5s into this OLED TV that I'm looking at now because it's quite expensive. It only recognises one thing, so I've had to pull out the back. The PS4 can still recognise. I've had to pull it out and put it in my other monitor, which is only a little tiny one, but it's still very, very pokey. It's got I think it's got InSync built into that monitor, and yeah, the game looks great, but it's very, very small. It's only like 28 inches, maybe 24 by such and such. Not like my other monitor here that I usually play my mods on. And another thing I just learned after watching someone stream, Dark Souls 1, 2 and 3 I think have all become live on PC now. I haven't checked because every single one of those games are have all got mods on them, and so that's been what, since the exploit, so a couple of weeks before Elden Ring dropped. So, and we are literally what, it's in the beginning of, you know, what is it, the 6th of May today. So all that time on PC it's been offline play, you know. So I don't, you know, no, there's too many fucking hackers. It's not as bad as it used to be PC. getting, yeah, I've been Shadow Realms, everything's happened to me, but as long as you back up your save, you're alright. But I've been banned quite a few times on PC, and that's create alternate accounts. But PC, believe me, PC on Dark Souls, if, on any of the Souls, plays 1,000 times better than you do it does on console. It doesn't matter if on the PS5 with an OLED TV. I could my PS5 outspecs my PC by about, I don't know, a lot. My PC is 1,000 English pounds sterling. In dollars, it's about 1,500, right? The monitors are good. Doesn't matter. This OLED TV I've got here doubles up as a monitor as well for the PC. But you got to be careful with this because of burning. Do you know what I mean? So I could have this as a monitor, and because I wanted to do it, because I've played so many mods. I just Dark Souls 1, 2 and 3, just, you know, I'm done with that. I've got a very long amount of in the Souls games on consoles. I added them up. We mostly got about 40,000 hours, and Demon Souls as well. You know what I mean? That's between console and PC. I looked at hours and thought, man, this is all because I haven't been working and been struck off work for. We're waiting for well, I'm meant to have surgery, but I don't want to have it. So yeah, so this has been basically since the end of 2017. I've had a YouTube channel since 2011, and that's when I started doing gaming. Next thing, I just went and bought a load of stuff today from Apple. So I traded in my phone so I can do some vlogs on my iPhone. Got the tripod up because the camera is so good on the iPhone 13. The recording. So, and we're gonna do some of that, because I've got another channel that I'm just gonna bang a load of stuff on, and I'm gonna record some stuff on that, so visually. But on that one there, that is my other channel there. That's called Deep Groove Machine. That's why I call it. I can only fit Deep Groove RM. So that's my other channel, and it's just not hitting the right things because it's me. I'm not bothering to do the thumbnail. You know, I've got the audio. And all that lot, and the editing. And I was just speaking to the guy in Apple today. You do not need all this stuff, Premiere Pro. You don't need to do this, because I've got, you know, you can edit in Premiere Pro Plus is just as good. But speaking to a guy who knows 100% about what he's on about in the Apple shops today, I didn't know, like, you've got a thing called Movie, because I was going to buy I know how to make music, right, in Logic Pro. Literally, I can do a whole DJ mix, no copyrighted, because I make my own music, even though if it's not a polished music, a polished track or anything like that. I could quickly ring up a load of like music, but looping music, and they would never be able to copyright me. It's so easy, because I also work with Native Instruments as well, and I've been doing it for about 12 years. So, and DJing, I've been doing it for a long time. I've never included any of that on my channel. It's always been about gaming, but this will go on to my other channel, which is connected to that channel there, which I've had to rename it, but I'm going to be doing some stuff there. If it gets monetized, not. And they won't copyright me because it'll be my own stuff. Because I've been focusing so much on gaming, and I've left my DJing stuff behind, and a lot of people have been messaging me about it. But anyway, I am rabbiting on a little bit, but don't jump off swinging your sword about and doing all this lot, because if you're trying to get ruins, it's and you can get materials. Yeah, I know, I've watched videos, you know what I mean. I've already just done one of the glitches that works on console to get beyond the capital. It works, just got to land it right. But then you've got to fight Godfrey, and that's what I'm stuck on. I'm trying to fight Godfrey, yes, with a plus 20, level 23, with a +1 Rivers of Blood weapon. I couldn't use the Rivers of Blood. I had to use a bow +3, because I think that's it. A unique weapon. A Somba is a +3 thingy. He's just banging me. When I had my other character in. I couldn't get this one in because the world already changed. This one here, I had to put in my 125 character. God, my health bar just shrank down to like, you know, to the level that I was at. I did message some guy if they could help me. There's like, well, up level. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's about, you know, if I'll have to spend 3 hours trying to beat him. I can beat him. It's just a matter of knowing his attacks. The only way I can do it is with bow, because I am so low level and I will not go past. I don't know what a Somber 2 would do, because if with that character I want to invade around this area, and yes, I have gave myself everything in the game, but yeah, that PS5 is just about, I've got to move it because it's about to stop. Anyway, let's drop him. He's got a load of stuff here. Let me see what else. Right, so that now, I didn't start duping until... You can't drop those. You can't drop those. I didn't start duping until someone dropped me some souls, which was after I platinumed the game. And I didn't dupe them because I was already high level. On my first playthrough, I come through at about level 200 because I was invading all the time. Yeah. So that's what I was doing. Constantly invading. And all my playthroughs, first and second playthroughs, was all I didn't oh, what do you call it, I didn't know you could use the furlong's finger, right? So I didn't know you could use the furlong finger because it's a blind playthrough on that character there. And that's why we couldn't see no summon signs. So I went through all the game, new game plus 1, 2, and 3 before I realised you could use the furlong finger. Because I asked my mate, you know, if he could like drop me something because I needed something. Do you know what I mean? And he said, well, you got to use. And I was like, fucking no wonder I ain't seen no summon signs. I played all the game without even doing no summons. So yeah, I was invading, and it was instant invasions. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you how much you get for someone that's max level. It's about 500,000 thingies. That's how much I was getting from some of the people that were dying. You know? So, there you go. It's about 500,000. So, if you're getting 300,000, and that is not with having any item boosting, not with a scarab or anything like that. It's about 500,000 souls. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video, because I can't keep on dropping souls for this guy, because I'm actually recording on this character that's holding... Let's go into my inventory. So, see, we've got nothing. And yeah, I'll re-download my save, and I'll do this. I'm just gonna. This is just about showing you. Don't go jumping off a cliff. Just get someone to drop for you. Do you know what I mean? Because it's daft. Jumping off a cliff, waving your sword, or trying to get your horse. If you haven't, I mean, if you haven't got, you know, to do this yourself, I mean, you don't need 2 PS5s. You can do it with 2 PS4s. If you bought the digital version of the game, I've got the digital version and the disc version. So if you bought the digital version of the game, you can, I've got a PS5, you get the PS4 version as well. You know what I mean? So you can, if you've got a monitor and your old PS4 Pro or PS4 whatever, you can do that yourself, like I'm doing. You know, I'm controlling both these characters. You know, but this is on 2 PS5s. You know, the PS4 is still plugged in, but I've been playing too much of this character. But this is the one that's got like most of about 500 hours on, and this character here. But this, yeah, not this character, but this, because I've got multiple characters on there, and I've got multiple characters on here. So if I add them all up, there's about 600 or 700 hours all in all. And I haven't been. Do you know what? I haven't been playing this game a lot lately. We've jumped into Demon Souls. We've done the coin glitch again because I platinumed all these games a long time ago. But because this is a new console, have to platinum some of the games. So this has to be platinum, which we are very very close to doing. So anyway, don't be jumping off a cliff and waving your sword about and getting all that bullshit. Once you got to jump there, once they're quite awkward to do the glitches, and it's just a waste of bloody time. You know what I mean? You can do this yourself on your own. You just need 2 consoles, a TV, and a monitor. And if you haven't got that, I mean, I would expect 90% of the people would have that. If you haven't got that, then just summon in a friend. That is the quickest way to get souls, not jumping off a cliff like that. You know, that's if you want to go past like the 150 bracket. You know what I mean? Take it all the way, which that character will do. But I'm not going to level him up so far. So that's enough for this video. And this is how you drop souls for yourself using 2 consoles and 2 PS5 controllers, an LED, a monitor. They're 2 separate accounts, you know what I mean? And that's it. And I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 5 PSN accounts. It's not a lot of money, do you know what I mean? But with this, like with this character here, because I'm doing on the Deep Groover that's my main account. That's one that's got all the internal storage set up into it. So it's like, and it's I've had the console since launch. They're both disc versions. The one I got here was a fuck up from Sony because a broken controller. They sent me through a PS5 after a big long fuck up. That's how I got the PS5. So I went out and bought everything, and on my main channel I've created like alt accounts so that you know I can use all the games, but you still have to create a PSN account. Do you know what I mean? So I can always play those games. But on this channel, on this other PS5, I wanted to separate it because at first I could only do it through SharePlay. So I had to create a password, and I've got about 1 million passwords. Believe me, right? So I created a new password, and they weren't having it when I first set it up, and I thought, oh shit, I was doing shared accounts, you know what I mean? I thought, so what's the point? I was going to trade it in for an Xbox. So what I'd done was I had to wait a little while for the password. I logged into the new email, and the password got recognised by PlayStation Network because it wasn't getting recognised by I've done loads of email addresses and it wasn't getting recognised. I just had to give it most probably a couple of days, and bingo. But then I had no games. I had to go and buy it. So I went and bought Demon Souls again so I can do the glitch, you know, because when I had the Demon Souls before, I'd done the coin glitch, but I couldn't wait to get rid of it. I wanted to play the game normally. So everything, I went and bought Dark Souls 3 again. Bloodborne's already installed on here. This is all about souls, nothing else. Neo is on here. I had to buy the DLCs for that. So I had to buy Dark Souls 3 again. I went and tested Dark Souls 3. Strangely enough, all the the BS that you were seeing from all the first time Elden Ring players on this game, and guess what, there's all in Dark Souls 3 because there were names like I was invading people like Radagon and Godric and something like that. Same as in Bloodborne, because if I went into Reddit and I went into a Facebook group of Elden Ring and whatnot, and there were so many players as Elden Ring being their first game, and they've got their trophies and whatnot, didn't know what they was fucking doing, do you know what I mean? And they have gone on to other games now. So they've gone on to like they've had a taste for Souls now. So Elden Ring has been their introduction to the Souls genre. As me, my introduction to the Souls genre was back in 2010 for me, because that's when Demon Souls got released here in the UK, London, and I played it straight away and didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And yeah, I've been playing them ever since. So I've got a ton of hours. You know, so anyway, that's the end of that. I know I've talked about other things on this thingy, because this is primarily about, you know, stop jumping off the sword when you can actually do this yourself if you've got the right setup. It's easily done. Do you know what I mean? So if you got, you should be able to. I don't know if you can do it. No, you should be able to do it on two PS4s. If I can do it on two PS5s, you should be able to do it on two PS4s. That's the digital version. You can't do it on the disc version. This character here that's shining yellow, right? This is what I'm recording on. This is the disc version on the game. The other one, if that's the digital version. So if I wanted to, the best way actually to play Elden Ring is on the PS5, but with the PS4 version of the game, because you've got a solid 60 FPS. It doesn't matter about a PC. If you've got a 10 grand PC, the game might look fantastic, but you're going to get lag and drops and whatnot. The best way is to play PS5, PS4 app. End of. I haven't tried it yet, you know. And I've done a lot of invading. I have done a hell of a lot of invading. Not so much on this, on this boy here. I've absolute load. Because I was getting a low level. I was literally right at the beginning of the game. Just kept on invading. And I was doing some ganking as well. Do you know what I mean? That's where I see someone doing, that's when I see someone doing like the glitch. I was just getting one shot. Like, what the fuck was that? Do you know what I mean? With the carrying glitch. And I thought, I'm not seeing them. They're just coming up to me and I'm bumping. I'm like, what the fuck? Then someone messaged me and they said, oh, it's a new glitch. So I had to try it out. And I thought, well, if they're doing it to me, I'll fucking do it back to them. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's why it's got that. You don't have to need that shield here. But that's... I had it straight off the bat. I was seeing it straight away, literally at the beginning of the... at the first step. You know, again, they're literally just coming in, and I could see him coming like that, and just dump. And the guy, one time I was doing a little bit of ganking, because I don't really do it, but I was just trying to get some levels up. And I kept on seeing him shaking the bell, and then like doing shaking the bell, then whacking his shield to the left. I thought, what the fuck's he doing? Then him just going up to someone, and I thought, fucking hell, what is he doing? Because on that character, I've got like max amount of ruin arcs on the Deep Groover M one, but this one here, I've only got about fucking 3, you know. And as I start invading, but no, I need to finish the playthrough, and I don't really need the ruin arcs anyway, because I could pretty much get rid of the sword seal anyway on this orange boy here. So anyway, yes, I've rabbited on a bit too much, but no more sword swinging. If you've got the setup with 2 consoles, a TV or whatever you're playing on, and 2 monitors, I'm sure a lot of people have got that. Do you know what I mean? Then this is the easiest way to drop yourself everything in the game. I can drop myself everything on a fresh character on a game, but if I'm doing a challenge run, no way, because I do challenge runs, that's not allowed it, because you've got to go and get that shit yourself. So anyway, duping, this is how you do it. This is how you level up quickly, and no jumping and swinging your sword. Don't listen to that. You know what I mean? Ask in the community if you want drops. I'll tell you what. If you want drops on my PSN is Deep Groover M, as you can see there, and on this one here, I can't see. This is called Coastal Avocado. I just made up a quick name because it was I didn't think the actual email was going to go through, so I clicked a quick name, and I was surprised when it would go through. I most probably change it, but yeah. But that is my PSM. Anyway, or go into a Discord, or just go into thingy and just ask someone if they can drop you something, because jumping off a cliff, I think, is a fucking joke when I'm watching these people jumping off a cliff for souls and all that lot. You know what I mean? It's bullshit, you know? Duping has always been the way. Anyway, this video's gone on too long, and I've been talking about other things when theoretically this was meant to be about just dropping souls. So that's it. Don't forget to give it a little like and subscribe and a little love, do you know what I mean? And this is the quickest way to get to max level, because this is what I'll be doing, you know what I mean? You know? So that's goodbye for me, and that's goodbye for my other half there. Ciao ciao.